na nga no, ng ating end of contract sa ating mga manggagawa ngayon. So yung isa sa sinasabi ng ating mga organizers na siyang important announcement na bago sa ating ginagawang pagdiriwang ngayon ng Labor Day ngayong araw. Kasalukuyan ngayon na nagsasalita na si Presidente Rodrigo Duterte sa kanyang speech dito sa IAC Convention Center of Cebu sa Barangay Mapolo, Cebu City, alang para na sa ginagawa ngayong Labor Day celebration. Ating pakinggan
celebrated, and yet the struggle for a better life for our beloved workers continues. I assure you that this government will never cease in its effort to provide every Filipino worker with full, dignified, and meaningful employment. They deserve no less than decent and comfortable lives. For this year's Labor Day, we are pushing for better protection of migrant workers, especially those in the vulnerable groups such as the domestic helpers or workers or household service workers in the Middle East. All avenues to boost the level of protection for our kababayans abroad will be pursued, particularly those who are in Kuwait. We must also make sure that the necessary protection of the OFWs leaving for Kuwait are in place before they are allowed to be deployed. In our own backyard, we will bring job seekers and entrepreneurs closer together with wide range of employment and business opportunities. We will provide various trabaho, negosyo ng kabuhayan, job and business fair sites nationwide, where more than 140 job vacancies from private employers will be made available. Close to 8,000 vacancies in government agencies are also open to all qualified applicants. Aside from that, Dole will also award livelihood projects worth 93 million to more than 10,000 informal sector workers. The DTI will also give training and other assistance through negosyo centers. There is also a descuento caravans for workers so that they can purchase basic commodities and discount prices. We continue to strengthen the efforts to provide our beloved overseas Filipino workers with decent work, humane treatment, better working conditions, and social protection. We shall ensure the reintegration of repatriated overseas Filipino workers by helping them and their families to grant of loans, livelihood packages, scholarships, skills training, and employment opportunities. I remain firm in my commitment to put an end to ENDO and illegal contractualization. However, I believe that in order to implement an effective and lasting solution to the problems brought about by contractualization, Congress needs to enact a law amending the labor code. Alam mo, dugay na it's outdated. I think Congress should come up with a new labor code to keep it attuned to the realities of our times. I could only do so much, and a mere executive order is not enough because you have to change or modify or entirely abrogate some of the provisions there is sa atong balaod. I cannot be a legislator. It is not allowed. But I can only implementar lang ko og unsay balaod. But because there are laws already, kaning akong executive order nga gipirmahan karon would help a lot in alleviating the problem. A mere executive order is not enough to certify the urgent message of the bill on security of tenure to once and for all address the issue and provide long-term solutions that will further strengthen the workers' right to security of tenure. Do you know why? I can only implement, but if there are things that need to be corrected or things which have to be modified to suit the needs or the demand of time, kaning large taghang gawa sa Pilipinas, na atay gap, kana nahitabo na ang labor code existing na. So you have to amend or correct. Or I recommend the entire revision or revisit the previous laws. I also directed Dolly to submit my office a list of all companies engaged in or suspected to be engaged in labor-only contracting. To all non-compliant and abusive employers under the so-called CABO who are engaged in labor contracting, your days are numbered. I have warned you before, and I'll warn you again. Putlan tamog ulo, dire. Stop endo and illegal contractualization. I will see to it that our laws are strictly enforced. The government will not rest until we end the shameful labor practice. Bago man lang guni, of just recent memory. Ang kaning nakadaot pareho sa kaning ginareklamo sa komunista, kasi maglungsod. Komunista man na. Labor leader na dito sa Mayo Uno, pagsakan na ko sa bukid, nagbit-bit pa og kusil niya, nagkapatig, nagkabuts na. Kasi yung ginabuhat nga rin. Makikpatay ka. Uli nga to sa nagkadri na yun na siya, tinood lang. Yun na ako siya nga, amigo mong gumus mga komunista. Karon away mi, niya amigo na po dron kayo, istorya na po mi. Ambot ni mga yawa, kano sa undang ng buisit. Pero, siya ba na si Kim Cho? Ikaw yan, ma'am. Ako, ningon ko guwapak ka. Hindi ka baglang mo. Nasa ka ito? Recently, I have put the entire Boracay Island under a state of calamity and temporarily closed it to tourists. I know that with this necessary course of action, residents and workers will greatly hit and be affected. Boracay is almost the crown jewel of the country. It is the favorite melting pot of all Filipinos and foreigners. Bakit sisirain mo? And, it has the largest kagaw. Unya, ang algae, ang algae, pasaan ang kanang water lilies? Those are really the defense of nature. Hugaw na gani kaayo ang dagat o ang kanang suba, river. Musugot kag sa dili, they will just appear suddenly. It is a tuwa na sa ilawom sa yuta, sa river. Unya kalitang mudaghana sila. It's because the water is really polluted. Ang kanang mga water lilies giingon nila kanang andi, daghang kaayo, baga abi ni mo mga sagbot na diya sa ilawom. Actually, it is a defense mechanism of nature. Basta baga nag-ayaw na, bot pasabot daga ng kagaw. And nature fights by munang manggawa sila. Ang water lily, pasausaon mo og guyod, imong hipuson tanan. Once there is an excessive intoxication sa kagaw, mugawas sila naturally. And that's what's happening in Boracay. Sa ilaw, naga-harvest sila ng mga algae. It's because it is heavily contaminated. Ako, kamang taga Boracay, magbinisaya lang ko, ayaw mo dali-dali. Ang Boracay, ang kategory ana is forestal and agriculture. There was never a proclamation either by President Arroyo, me, or the rest, converting it or some portion of it, of the island, into commercial. And therefore, na ay mga pamilya, ang uban anak taga Davao, nga nakakuha og mga lote. O kanang mga Shangri-La dia, multi-billion. Ngano nakapatindog sila nga ingon ana ang estado. Di commercial unta, but I never signed anything. And si ma'am, nanyawa daw sa kakuan, can only be done by presidential proclamation or maybe by Congress. But either of the two, wala. So ayaw po ninyong surang-surangan ni Ana, kaya ginalimpyuhan lang nako. But after that, iuli nako ninyo, walay naghangol anang island ninyo. Kana, yung mga kumuan na, mangkungan ha, dili kay mo tayo lang ako sa island, di po kumaligo. Magsuroy-suroy lang ko sa baybayon. Kaya kanang mga babaeng